Strong observations from the Madras High Court, which was hearing a case filed by an AIADMK functionary on that enormous illicit liquor tragedy in the state. The court has now asked the state government to file an action taken report, raising sharp questions. Remember, the tragedy in the state's Kallakurichi district has claimed 51 lives, including that of women and a trans person. Families at the Karunapuram village are shattered. In some cases, children have lost both their parents, who were daily wagers, and people say that the illicit liquor packets were sold openly from 4 a.m. with the connivance of the local police. But does the connivance stop at the local police level, or does it go deeper? So serious questions there. Remember, the issue played into a major confrontation in the state assembly. The state government has ordered for a commission of inquiry by a retired judge and has suspended several officials, transferred some high-ranking officers and offered compensation. The opposition in the state, the principal opposition party, the AIADMK, wore black shirts and protested in the state assembly, demanding the resignation of Chief Minister MK Stalin. The protest spearheaded by leader of opposition Edappadi Palanisammy, the former Chief Minister as well. NDTV's Sam Daniel is at ground zero and joins us live. Sam, the big news at the moment are those sharp observations from the Madras High Court.
That's right, Veeraraghav. Sharp observations by the court, particularly putting things in context, referring to the 2023 similar Hooch tragedy in Viluppuram and Chengalpattu districts that had taken away the lives of 22 people. And the court asked whether the government had learnt any lessons and had taken any preventive steps. And how did the government let this particular tragedy happen, which at the moment has taken away the lives of 51 people. And the public interest litigation was originally moved by former AIADMK MLA in Badurai, asking for a CBI probe. And it's in that context, when the government argued that all steps were taken, the court made such sharp observations, putting specific questions. Last year, 22 were killed in the Hooch tragedy. What action did you take on them, and what did you learn from them? And we expect the Tamil Nadu government to give statistics in terms of number of arrests made, how many have been put behind bars under the Gundas Act, and what kind of steps have been taken to check the movement of methanol, which has now turned into a killer yet again. And on the floor of the House, Chief Minister MK Stalin had given numbers in terms of how many have been arrested. What's the status of those cases now, particularly those in Chengalpattu and Viluppuram districts? And now we can expect the state government to give more statistics and information in terms of what action was taken, what lessons learnt. Based on that, the court may take a call in terms of deciding or directing, asking for a CBI probe or otherwise. At the moment, the issue is the case is being investigated by the CBCID, which was the case last time as well. And on the floor of the House, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin, facing criticism and demands for his resignation by the AIADMK, gave a list of information in terms of the background, in terms of action taken against officials, in terms of lapses, including the suspension of the SP, transfer of collectors and the ADGP in charge of enforcement, and how a one-man inquiry commission is also now investigating. And he assured that based on the reports given by these committees and the commission, and also the one by the DGP and the Home Secretary, he would make sure tough action is taken, and those who are found to be wanting and found responsible for this would be made to stand before law.
Right, those are the larger political exchange and of course systemic issues that are being addressed, Sam. But you are at ground zero and you've been speaking to several victims. In fact, heart-wrenching stories and pictures that you've sent us across with families which have lost their breadwinners, mainly daily wagers. We have the AIADMK's Vapugarendi, national spokesperson, as well as the DMK's Salem Dharanitharan joining us on this broadcast. But before we get into the further discussion on this issue, let's play some of the reactions that Sam got from ground zero, from people, families which have been shattered by this illicit liquor tragedy there in Kallakurichi.
I'm very sorry about the loss. இது எப்படி நடந்துச்சு?
அதானால் விளையாண்டு நல்லா இருந்தார். உடனே என்ன பண்ணார், மயக்கம் வருது, கண்ணு தெரியலப்பா, மஞ்சளாக வருது, ஒன்றும் இதுவும் இல்லை. அப்புறம் போய் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் சேர்த்ததுக்கு டாக்டர் சாராயம் குடிச்சு தான் அப்படி ஆயிடுச்சு.
இங்கே தான் குடிச்சாரா?
இங்கே தான், இந்த இடம் தான்.
Right. He says his father, after consuming illicit liquor, suffered problems with his vision, and then when they rushed him to the hospital, doctors confirmed that it's because of illicit liquor.
Well, Sam Daniel still with us from Kallakurichi, as well as Salem Dharanidharan of the DMK and Vapugarendi of the AIADMK. Salem Dharanidharan, while a judge has been ordered to probe this, inquire into this incident, reports have been asked, sharp observations from the High Court, local police officials have been suspended, but does it end there? Does this show a systemic failure to curb illicit liquor in the state? Because this seems to have been a well-oiled racket, as Sam has been reporting.
Good evening. I would like to apologize for the incident. It was very unfortunate, and I would like to apologize on behalf of the government for the family. But having said that, you can't say that the government has not taken any steps. We've been very, very strict when it comes to curbing illicit liquor. In fact, 15 lakh liters of illicit alcohol has been found and they're being destroyed over the last year. And in fact, 4 lakh people have been arrested and 14,000 cases have been filed only in Kallakurichi. We are examining what has happened, how this mistake happened, and how to make sure this never happens. Not just in the upcoming years, but never happens in the future, never ever. And the Chief Minister also announced a committee under Justice Jyoti Das, a single-member committee which is also going to go and ascertain what actually happened. We have proactively reacted to the situation. The sports minister was there and all the senior ministers visited the spot, and the superintendent of police was immediately suspended, and the district magistrate, the collector, was also sent out. I urge the opposition to not do politics with this, because illicit death.
Okay, you made that point. I want to just take this across
one more point. One more point.
As well.
One more point.
Mr. Pugarendi demanding the chief. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Salem. Go ahead.
One more point.
Very quickly.
I think this is a problem that's prevalent across India, even from Gujarat to Uttar Pradesh. In fact, Uttar Pradesh last year 450 people died, and Madras Pradesh, even Chhattisgarh, about hundreds of people have died last year. I think we have to find strategy to end this completely. No, I'm not saying it's a national problem, but I'm not saying that.
You heard what Salem Dharanidharan says.
No.
Go ahead.
Sir, good evening to NDTV.
No, you've got to finish your point now, Salem Dharanidharan. We can't. Yeah, go ahead, Salem.
Sir, good evening. Good evening. I had been Kallakurichi. I met there so many patients in the hospital. That is a worst tragedy, or you believe or not. This is the high time. The legislative should amend the existing laws to give and enforce shoot and sight. No other way. Because they are selling openly, they are selling the arak. This type of the arak available in the various places of the Tamil Nadu. So particularly this spot, nearing 100 deaths. So that's why I demands seeking the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, you bring the law suit and sight, then only it is possible to stop. Or otherwise you cannot able to stop. This is because I went to so many houses. I have seen the bodies. That is remarkable, or you believe or not. That is like tsunami like. It is going on. So that is only the. So if you want to, this government wants sorted out, only the shoot and sight order should bring. Otherwise, no use.
You are demanding far sterner action. Sam Daniel, what's the sense you're picking up at the ground? You've been speaking to people out there.
At this village, they say it's common knowledge, Viraraghav, that at one particular place, one of them who has been arrested now at his backyard, illicit liquor was sold for a long time. It began as early as 4 o'clock in the morning. He used to even flaunt his connections with the police, saying, come what may, nothing will happen to me, go and report. That's the kind of confidence, and that's the kind of collusion, they say, the bootleggers and the police had. And this place is very close to a police station, very close to the court here. It's in the heart of the district here, and there's no way this can be called as something happening in a stealthy way. So it should be, they say, either clear case of connivance or a total collapse of the enforcement agency. I have a question to Dharnidharan. Dharnidharan, the opposition leader, EPS, is questioning the Chief Minister's, what he calls, competence and his control over the police force. How would you respond to that?
Dharnidharan, respond.
No, EPS is the last person who can comment on it. You know how the 4 years of Tamil Nadu was. It was the worst rule in the history of Tamil Nadu. And when in fact the shooting happened, EPS and Chief Minister said, I don't know shooting happened. Can you believe it? Sitting Chief Minister comes and tells that I don't know the shooting happened. That's what EPS stood for. So I think he's the last person to comment on anyone's competence. And his rule was when Tamil Nadu failed in all the fronts. You name it, Tamil Nadu went back by a decade. So I think he has no moral authority to comment on anything. As I said, Chief Minister took responsibility for it, our Chief Minister.
Okay, you're saying no.
No, let me complete. So,
okay, I just want to give one word to the AIADMK.
Sir, that is openly they are selling. Not now.
You need to complete fast.
No, only but this is going on fast 1 or 2 years.
Go ahead, Mr.
Not now. So many months going on these things. So that immediately CM have to take serious action, serious steps. They found anything that tell them enforcement to do on the spot action. No other way. Shoot and sight.
Okay, Salem Dharnidharan, it's not just about Kallakurchi, it requires statewide action. Does it require statewide action? Will there be statewide action?
As the Chief Minister said, and reiterated time and again, we will make sure such incidences do not happen again in Tamil Nadu, not just in the next coming years, but forever. Okay. We have also launched a statewide massive search for all the people involved in the factory, if at all there is any. We'll make sure that this never happens again. This has been promised by a leader also.
Okay. Thanks very much, Salem Dharnidharan. Sam, of course, has been reporting from ground zero. We'll play out some of Sam's reports as well. Thanks, Mr. Pugarendi. Beneath all that political exchange that's playing out, this is, remember, an enormous human tragedy.